In 1833, the Lord revealed to the prophet Joseph Smith a law of health called the Word of Wisdom. This law teaches us what food and substances we should and should not use to maintain the health of our bodies and to keep us from evil influences. The Lord promises blessings of health, strength, protection against evil, and great receptiveness to spiritual truths. The Word of Wisdom teaches that we are to specifically avoid harmful substances, including alcohol, tobacco, tea, and coffee. We must also avoid harmful drugs in any form. The story surrounding the origin of the Word of Wisdom is stated in the heading of Doctrine and Covenants, section 89, which reads, "As a consequence of early brethren's using tobacco in their meetings, the prophet was led to ponder upon the matter. Consequently, he inquired of the Lord concerning it. This revelation, known as the Word of Wisdom, was the result. During these meetings, the men would spit nasty tobacco juice on the wood floor. Afterwards, Joseph's wife Emma had to clean up the dirty floorboards. She was so disgusted that she asked her husband to do something about it. Her complaints led the prophet to ask God whether tobacco use was appropriate for Latter-day Saints. And the Lord's response came in the form of a revelation that covered far more than just tobacco. It also restricted the consumption of wine, liquor, meat, and hot drinks. As a result of living this health code, studies have confirmed that members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are among the healthiest people in the world. It's one of the fruits of living God's law, and seen as a sign of the truth of Mormonism. Let's take a closer look at the revelation contained in Doctrine and Covenants, section 89. The first 3 verses were originally written as an inspired introduction by Joseph Smith. Verse 2, sent not by commandment or constraint. Verse 3, given for a principle with promise, adapted to the capacity of the weak and the weakest of the saints. Verse 5 through 7, wine or strong drink, meaning liquor, is not good except to offer up your sacraments, in which pure wine of the grape of the vine of your own make is to be used. Strong drink, meaning liquor containing alcohol, are not for the belly, but for the washing of your bodies. Verse 8, tobacco is not good for men, but is a herb for bruises and all sick cattle. Verse 9, hot drinks are not for the body or the belly. Verse 10 and 11, wholesome herbs and fruits are to be eaten. Verse 12, 13, and 15, flesh of beast and of the fowl of the air to be eaten sparingly, and only in times of winter, or of cold, or of famine, and excess of hunger. Verse 14, 16, and 17, all grain and fruit is approved for people and animals to eat, barley for mild drinks, as also other grains. The section ends with a promise from the Lord to those who do these things and keep the commandments. Verse 18, shall receive health in their navel and marrow to their bones. Verse 19, and shall find wisdom and great treasures of knowledge, even hidden treasures. Verse 20, and shall run and not be weary, and shall walk and not faint. Verse 21, that the destroying angels shall pass by them as the children of Israel and not slay them. Our bodies are sacred. We should treat them with respect and reverence. The Apostle Paul taught that our physical bodies are temples that house our spirits and therefore are to be treated as holy. He said in 1 Corinthians 6:19, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own. Because of this, members of Christ's early church had certain health laws they obeyed, such as certain restrictions on drinking wine, found in Ephesians 5 and 1 Timothy 3. In accordance with this divine law of treating our bodies like temples, Joseph Smith received this health law from the Lord for the members of the restored church. Although those outside of the church tend to focus on all the things Mormons give up in order to practice the Word of Wisdom, most Latter-day Saints view this principle differently. We feel that keeping these precepts enhances our health. Thus, we enjoy greater well-being. The Word of Wisdom is also a true test of our ultimate faithfulness to Christ and His inspired church leaders. In order to be baptized and confirmed as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, an individual is expected to give up these harmful substances and be willing to live the Word of Wisdom. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Help support us by pressing the follow button and share this post with your friends. Don't forget to check out the description to learn more. Thanks for watching Talking to Mormons.